I've spent 25 years in the world of finance, working with middle income individuals and many high income earners. And through the years, I've identified the mistakes people consistently make in their day-to-day lives that are keeping them in the rat race while stopping them from becoming financially secure and independent. But here's the thing, living in the rat race is always a choice. We may feel trapped, but there are proven ways we can take to break free from this never-ending wheel of unhappiness. It all starts with shifting our mindset and having a plan. We must define success on our own terms and have the courage to pursue our passion, even if it means taking risks. Now, let's dive into my top 5 tips that will help you plan your escape from the rat race. So tip number 1 is going to sound cliche, and you have probably heard it a million times, but it is super powerful and totally avoidable. If you don't get this one right, you will be forever stuck in the rat race. So tip number 1 is spend below your means. In order to spend below your means, we must start with a budget and create a realistic budget. I suggest that you take the following 3 steps. Step 1. Identify needs and wants. I encourage you to differentiate between your true needs and wants. Take some time to prioritize your essential expenses while being mindful of discretionary spending. Essential expenses include items like housing, transportation, utilities, existing credit cards, student loans, etc. You get my point. Step 2 is again simple but powerful. Track all your spending. Take a few months to track every single expense, no matter how small, to help identify areas where you can cut back on spending. And step number 3, start saving and stop buying. Developing a healthy financial habit, such as saving a portion of your paycheck and avoiding impulse purchases, is key to long-term financial stability. So to get started, just put $1,000 away in an emergency fund. This is a great way to kickstart your nest egg, and while building the good habit of saving money rather than spending everything you make. Tip number 2, avoid the Joneses. Now that we have our budget in place, it's on step number 2 for escaping the rat race, which is to stop keeping up with the Joneses. One of the biggest purchases you can make above your means that might impress your friends is buying a car, especially a nice, shiny new one. And in today's world, auto dealerships are experts at selling you overpriced cars, all in the name of how much can you afford? What's your monthly payment? At first, the monthly payment seems manageable. However, within a few months, the car no longer looks quite as nice. Your friends are back to staring at their phones. And just think, once you drove that vehicle off the car lot, it's no longer worth what you paid for it. Talk about a letdown. And as if that weren't bad enough, with the high prices of cars these days, you're likely to be stuck with that payment for 6 years. Making decisions like this puts you right in the fast track to losing your freedom. Instead of getting out of your dead-end job, you just signed up for another 6 more years in the rat race. Well, at least you'll be riding in style. So for tip number 3, manage your time. And this is often the toughest lesson to learn, especially for our penny pinchers. Your time is the most valuable commodity. You must manage it well. Do you insist on doing everything yourself? If so, I would certainly feel like you're in the middle of the rat race. Your time is so valuable. In fact, it's irreplaceable. If you try to save money by not hiring help or investing in the right tools, you're guilty of wasting your time. Consider how the wealthy handle their time. To protect their time, wealthy people tend to have a full team of people who are doing most, if not all, the work for them. Now, most of them did not start with a large team. Instead, they started getting just little help to free themselves so they could focus on the things that gave them the biggest return on their money and their time. I just recently discussed this with an owner of a roofing company, and they like to spend all day on the roof, on their client's roof, rather than hiring somebody who will handle this for her. Imagine if she falls, hurts herself. Not only will her company suffer, but now she will have to find someone's help while in a panic. And as you can see in this example, wanting to do it all yourself can be very costly and in some cases dangerous. Now I want to leave you with this. You know, sometimes we underestimate the value of our time. We get caught up in doing everything ourselves, thinking it's the most efficient way to operate. But here's the thing, your time is precious. Spending it on tasks that could be delegated might not be the best use of your resources. That's why I strongly encourage you to consider hiring people to help you, whether it's outsourcing simple tasks or bringing on experts to handle specific aspects of your projects. Investing in assistance can free up your time to focus on what truly matters and what you're best at. Trust me, the relief and productivity gains you'll experience are worth every penny spent. It's not just about getting things done, it's about optimizing your efficiency and maximizing your potential. Now, this completes part 1 of the middle class habits keeping you in the rat race. For part 2, be sure to click the link in the description. If you don't already know me, my name is Sonia Narvaez. I'm a licensed CPA and wealth building strategist with over 25 years experience. If you have any questions about how to take advantage of the latest tax saving strategies, don't hesitate to contact us. To get your free complimentary consultation with a member of my team, simply click the scheduling link in the description below and pick the time that works best for you. We would love to help you and meet you.